Kind of looks like the basement is glowing right now just because of the way the white balance is going. So we've started week 7, which is part of the extended, had a dog moment. So we're at the start of week 7, which is the beginning of the extended timeline. We got 3 weeks to go, but I am so excited about what I am seeing right now. You can't really see a lot of it with the glow, but we have a bench started, and then we've got some other stuff started over here. I'm gonna flip you around so you can actually see this. So this is actually the view as I'm standing on the landing of the stairs. We've got the start of some section of shelving right there. I don't know where. We've got this bench. I'm gonna see if I can get over there carefully because, yeah. So this is the view. You can start to see some of the cubby holes that are going to be added in. I'm super, super excited and very happy to see this. It's making it real. And I can't tell you how good it smells in here right now with this wood. It's not a campy wood smell, but it's a very fresh wood smell. And I really, really like it. So now all of these are going to be painted. I'm not gonna say what color. It's gonna be one of those huge, great, big reveal things. And I'm half tempted to just kind of sit on that, but I'm not going to yet because that might be a safety thing. So I'm not, as much as my gut just wants me to do it, I'm not gonna do it. Yay for the start of bookcases. I think today is probably the best day ever for coming down here because, guys, there's some stuff here and I'm super excited about it. First off, I don't know if you can quite get how much taller this bookcase is than me. I know I'm only like 5 feet. I'm under 5 feet. Doesn't matter. I'm short. I could stand on myself and then maybe hit the top there. I'm so excited. So it looks like I'm going to show you the least exciting stuff first, and then I'll get to the grand reveal of what's going on the other side of the room. But it looks like they've started painting and priming doors. You can see all 3 of them just kind of freestanding right now. At least I'm assuming that's what they're doing. They might start adding hardware too. I don't know how these things work. But I'm gonna very carefully come over here. Not gonna show you quite yet. Just check if anything's going on in here. And it's not, there's nothing going on, but can't quite see it over the table saw or whatever that thingamajigger is. But we've got the first side. I'm sounding weird right now, bringing it back down. But yes, we've got this whole side right down there in. And it's so pretty. So up there, you can see the gap. They're actually going to be adding a little bit of trim and a little bit of extra because on this side of the wall, there's going to be a ladder and we want to make it look uniform. But all of this is kind of, it's coming together. You can see where they've started the corner stuff and they'll bring that all the way over. Oh, it's so pretty. Can you get it? Better view from over here. I can't even stand far enough back for you to see it all at once. Hugging the wall. This has officially made my day. So, shall we play the game? How many shelves will exist today? Ooh, they've started on the other wall. Fun! See, the doors are still freestanding. Otherwise, we've got this corner piece going in. So yeah, we're a little further.
I'm so excited about that.
I don't know what that voice is. Sorry for that. But this progress still got a whole wall. But it's something. I don't think there's anything else. Still nothing in the bathroom. I've got myself trapped over here. Hold on. Yeah, I think that corner is pretty much it. But it's progress, and it's gorgeous. So good news is this has been completely cased out and seamed, and the baseboards have been fixed, and the walls repainted. But I have no idea what downstairs looks like right now. I'm hoping for lots of bookcases. We have one more completed row, and that corner has been finished. So we're getting there. I mean, maybe with the rate they've been going, 1 or 2 days more, and that whole wall will be completely filled out. I mean, this is the last day this week that they'll be working, so that'll be the start of next week that'll probably happen. It's looking really cool. I am so excited about getting books on these things. I was a little iffy about the spacing of the bookcase, like the shelves, because I didn't want adjustable shelves. I wanted uniform all the way across, something that was fixed. And so right now they're sitting at 14 inches high. You have like 14 inches of wiggle room, which is technically 2 inches more than the bookcases I usually use, which some of my books don't fit on, so maybe that'll be a positive. But things like mass market paperbacks are gonna look really funny on these shelves. I might have to get a little bit inventive when I'm filling these out. Normally I don't like setting books on their side and laying things out that way, but with these shelves, I might. I don't know. It's one of those things, it might look totally different once they're painted the color I want them to be painted. And I have all of that figured out, and I'm thinking about installing some LED lights on the top of each shelf myself. So that might be something that happens, and I apologize for the burn on my hand. Let's ignore that. But otherwise, doors are still dooring. Bathroom is still not bathing. That's not a word. And that's pretty much it right now. So here's to next week. I'm so excited about. I'll show you all of the different angles because this is pretty much all that they have done so far. The last couple of days is they finish, this kind of stuff up. They do have some interesting ceiling protection, and I think it's because they are going to be doing some stuff with like the door frames and painting all of that out. So that's a thing that's going to be happening soon. I think they're painting and priming all of the doors, which is why they've been standing up as they have been. And looks like the trim is pretty much in the same place. Still waiting on trim for the bathroom and that kind of stuff, little odds and ends here and there. Flooring, still not here. Vanity, still not here. But this right here makes me super excited. So this right here is pretty much the best view I can give you to see all of it at once right now. Like I said, there's some doors in the way. but you can see the stuff along the window wall. You can see everything along that wall I was just standing in front of. It's gonna look so good when I have books on it. I can't tell you how freaking excited I am right now because I am. So yeah, that's pretty much my update. This is this is the covering that I was telling you about. So if anybody knows the reason for that, the only thing I can think of is that they're going to be spraying up or don't want to get, splatters up. So they just map that off. And we have our daily dose of Nissa. I love her so much. But yeah, we have tons and tons of shelves in right now, and it looks glorious. So just a few minor updates today. As you can tell, the window has been completely covered up. I'm pretty sure they're going to be painting the frames, and that's why everything that we don't want to get covered is being blocked off, because there's a whole bunch on the ceiling around where the frames are, so they're probably just going to go through and spray everything. But the other change, very minor, but I'm kind of excited about it. I can't point right when I'm looking through the viewfinder. There's holes for outlets. So we're going to have outlets all the way along that third shelf, as well as completely underneath, because I'm planning on using the stuff underneath for my lights and that kind of stuff, and then maybe have some display lights up on this shelf, or up on these shelves. I am also currently giving the bench a test run because I just enjoy sitting on it, because that's what it's gonna be for. Yeah, but other than that, not a lot of changes, which I'm okay. Just the fact that these shelves are in. So excited. Can't wait to see the rest of it. We're starting to finalize some of the details about the ladder and things like that. It's gonna be good, guys. So there are a couple more updates today. They're little details that I'm really super excited about. We're starting to get the trim on the bookcases, and of course they brought the wires up. And then if you go over here, they're starting to get the baseboard, the kickboard, whatever you want to call this, done, leaving openings for the outlets. That's pretty much all for the bookcases that I can tell, untrained eyes. However, we had a vanity delivered today, and fudge nuggets, it's ginormous. I could take a bath in this. Look at that thing. It's huge. I did have them leave it just the double doors, and they're really wide, because I'm probably going to use some of this for art storage. There's probably going to be a lot of cleaning supplies, a lot of canvases, that kind of stuff, maybe brushes and things that I don't want cluttering up the actual studio area. I know you could do drawers and that kind of thing, but I didn't want to limit myself to that kind of hodgepodginess. Just like, keep it open. We're gonna have 2 doors. I'm kind of excited about this. My voice got really high, but I'm excited. This means progress. Maybe they have the countertop too. We can go hunting for that. So I don't see the countertop. We have the mirror still, which I think I pointed out last time. Also don't have the sink anywhere. My next guess is to check the garage, but they didn't ask us to open it, so I don't think it's there. But for the most part, I mean, it's a start. We've got a toilet, we've got a vanity, 2 more big pieces, and we have a bathroom. So it looks like we have even more of the framing of the bookcases done. We just have a little bit over there yet we need to do, and then we will have molding at the top. This right here is mostly, not that part, but this part over here is mostly to support the rail for the rolling ladder. We've got wires coming out of all of the holes now, which is kind of fun. And then over here, we actually have the frame of the vanity installed, which is super exciting. Also, it looks like we have flooring. It actually exists. Let's see if we can like sneak a peek of it. This is really horrible lighting, but we've got floor. That's something. It's something new. I'm kind of excited to see how all of this is going to look. It's a darker tone because, like I said, I'm going for more of a warmer, moodier feel within this space. So I wanted dark floor, and this has got a little bit of blues and grays embedded within it as well, which will play in with the color schemes that I'm sort of playing with. But it's also warm, which I'm also playing with. That doesn't even make sense. It's a little contradictory, but floor. That's super exciting. That's a lot of floor too. I mean, I suppose it would have to be to cover that much area. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I don't, what is this? This is just wood? I don't know what that is. Very nice feeling though. I mean, it feels kind of like that. Maybe, I mean, there's pegs in this. That wouldn't be shelves. That would be weird, wouldn't it? No. I mean, it looks like it's the right size for putting shelves in there. But why? I don't know. That's a possibility. Maybe there's shelving units for the vanity. I don't know. But we're going to peek in here. See if we've got a countertop. Nope. No countertop. But we got floor. That's super exciting. And just seeing all of this framed out. Oh, maybe one more week? Here's to hoping only one more week. All the workers have gone home, so I wanted to sneak down here just because I can. And it looks like the edging is completely done on the bookcases. It looks lovely. I'm so excited. Oh, that is cool. It also looks like there was a gap right here that I was concerned about, but it looks like they're just gonna cover over it. So we're just gonna have a little bit of dead space right there, but that's okay. Oh, it's getting there, it's getting there. Everything behind me is extremely white right now. While part of me likes it, the other part of me knows that it's gonna look even better when it's not just primed. But look at the glow. Looks like we've got some of the baseboard edging being set up. It's probably gonna get painted, sprayed. And then this is the biggest change. I'm gonna try not to touch anything. It smells very much like paint right now. And as you can see, it's still very wet and tacky, but it has been sprayed. It is now primed and ready for the color that will be on it shortly. And I'm super excited. Oh yeah. So it looks like everything got another layer of maybe primer and then sanded down. That's kind of what I'm seeing. You can see some of the spray marks on the floor, but I think we have one whole door that has been officially painted. You can definitely tell because it's a different color than the other doors. So that's that's something. And also, they've started painting the trim. I think that was most of the sound today, is these trim pieces. I can't help but wonder what they were doing right there. What they were painting, what they were edging out. I don't know. But hey, all the stuff back here is protected, so I can't really fault them for that. I mean, part of me is loving just how white and pure everything is looking right now, but the other part of me knows that there's literally no way I'd be able to keep everything this white. So, I'm not regretting my paint choice. I'm just really excited to see what it will finally look like. So it's been a good week or so since I've given you a solid update. I wanted to sneak down here because hearing more sprayers, smelling more chemical stuff, and it does look like we now have solid white doors, and they did the trim, so you can see the difference between the primer and the trim, which makes me happy, but it just is still all white right now. Maybe tomorrow they'll start getting like some of the color stuff done. They also haven't done anything new in the bathrooms and such. Still a little bit of a mess. But I think we have the final coat of white on the doors and the trim, which is progress. Slow progress, but progress. Okay, I think it's time to sit down and have a little bit of heart-to-heart with you, because I think there was a little bit of miscommunication between us and the contractor and the workers, because I had assumed that a timeline was at a certain point, and we've been pushing things out way past that, and we are now on week 10 of construction. I thought we were supposed to be done a couple of weeks ago, and I just got told that we're actually another 4 weeks out, so we're looking at possibly 14 weeks altogether, when I thought it was only going to be half that. That is a little bit of where my frustration is coming from with this whole process, and I think if I were to do this again, I think I'd get a better clarification of timeline and how all of that lays down. Not to say that I'm not very much happy with the work they've been doing. These shelves are absolutely amazing and I love them to death. It's just living 3 months with the constant dust, and I think because of having to work from home for all of that time too, things have kind of escalated a little bit. Health-wise, I'm a little bit all over the place, to be honest. But right now, we are tentatively set for 4 more weeks out. We've got, of course, I showed you all the white stuff all over the place. And that was mainly my bad. I was gonna sit and tell you the story last night after I showed you some of the progress that has been going on. Husband and I were sitting down to eat dinner, all of a sudden we just hear this big whoomph. One of the doors. One of those beautiful doors that they had set up, because painting and drying and all of that, apparently it had just fallen over. Of course, it had fallen over onto all of the trim finish. Only broke one, luckily. So that was an adventure. It was slightly terrifying hearing that sound. But they were here today again, and they were doing a little bit more work as always. You still really can't tell because, like I said, it's all white right now, which is why I'm not showing you. I just wanted to sit down and have a little heart-to-heart with you about the fact that I screwed up a little bit, and that had escalated my frustration, but we still have a drawn-out timeline because of everything else going on in the world, and it's something that I'm slowly coming to terms with. At some point in the future, all this will be done, and I will have forgotten about all of this, and these shelves, these beautiful, beautiful shelves, will be mine. Okay, so I feel a little mean doing this to you, but I'm going to end this section of the basement updates here, because some of the things that are happening now are kind of amazing, and I kind of want to put it into another section because I think it just makes sense. We did have a talk with the site manager, and he stepped us through how things are going to be looking for the next 3 weeks. Sounds like a lot of the holdup is with the countertops. There's a little bit of a slowness there just because of everything going on in the world, and so that's set everything about 3 weeks out before it's finished. And there's still a few things going on with the floor. Unfortunately, we need some more leveling for things to not be wonky. That is why things kept on escalating the way they did, and I feel a little bit better now that that's been communicated to me. I'm excited to see everything that happens in the next 3 weeks, and I think you guys are really, really gonna like this.